Yo, what is up, guys? It is Card Shuffler 99 here. Today, we're going to show you guys a really cool card trick. But before we get into that, we do have a giveaway going on our channel. We're giving away 3 pairs of AirPods. So if you guys want to be entered in this giveaway, first of all, make sure to like this video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Turn those notifications on, which is the bell icon. Make sure to comment at least one time on our YouTube channel. Also, we'll have a link in our description to our Instagram where you got to follow us. And also like our post. And then we also have a link to our Amazon page that will be in the description down below if you guys are interested in getting anything from Amazon, especially since we're in quarantine. We'll have a link in the description where you guys can check out our Amazon website page. And anyways, guys, we got a really cool card trick for you guys today. Let's get right on into it.
We need our spectator to select a card, so let's go ahead. They select this card right here, the 2 of diamonds. It's fine if I see the card, doesn't matter that much. We'll take the 2 of diamonds, the selection, and we'll place it somewhere into the middle of the deck, just like that, and we can push it in. So from here, guys, a lot of times you'll see the magician, and they'll go right through the deck, and then they'll stop at a card, and then they'll try to get a break, and the next thing you know, they're cutting the deck, like that. Not today. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take about half the deck, right around there, and we're going to flip that half of the deck over, just like that. We'll take the 2 halves and we'll shuffle them together using a pharaoh shuffle. And we can go ahead and show you, we push the 2 halves together, just like that. So, what we're going to do from here, guys, if you see a deck like this, most people will assume the deck is face down. If you see the deck, with a face up card, most people assume the deck is face up, but today we have a different situation. Some of the cards are face down, some of the cards are face up. We have a whole mix-up of everything. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to try to use a little bit of magic here. We're actually going to try to get the whole entire deck to flip over except one card. Let's go ahead. I can actually show you. We spread out the cards. There's actually one face down card in the deck, and it just happens to be your selection, the 2 of diamonds. That is the trick, guys. What you guys are going to do is there is a setup for this trick, and what that setup is, but you can also have the deck shuffled if you guys want to before you guys do the setup, because you do have the option of doing the setup after the spectator shuffles the deck. So from here, you can split, if you guys don't want to have the deck shuffled, split the deck roughly in half. It's got to be pretty close, and flip over the bottom half. And this is how you're going to start off the trick. Now, if you guys want to have the deck shuffled, you clearly cannot have the deck shuffled like this, or else the spectator will see there's some face up cards, some face down cards, Won't make sense. So what you can do is you can go ahead, flip this over. What you guys can do is you can have the deck shuffled, and then you can do something known as a half pass. I believe that's what it's called, where you can start off, get a break around somewhere in the middle of the deck. So riffle down so you think roughly middle, get a pinky break, and you're going to flip over half the deck just like this. So basically this part of the deck is covering, while this under there is going to be flipping over the cards and placing them just like that. So that is the move, just like that. So you're just flipping over the cards, and you're just doing anything you can to get in the setup like that. So top half is face down, bottom half is face up. So once you get into that position, make sure, guys, that you don't just flip over, like 10 cards, or else the trick won't work. It actually has to be close to around half the deck. From here, guys, what you're going to do is you're going to need the spectator to select a card. So you go through the deck, and the spectator selects a card. Here's the thing. You cannot go too far, or else you will run into some face-up cards. So if you want to spread the deck, just spread the top half of the deck, just like this. And if you want to keep going, you just stop and then restart again. Or you can do another option, which is riffling down through the deck. You can do this, but you cannot go like this, where they can see like you can see the clubs, you can see that's a queen, right? You don't want to be able to see that. So when you're riffling down, just riffle, start slowly. It's easier if you just riffle slowly, right? Make sure your hands are tilted down. Now, if they do go past the face down cards, it's completely fine. But, if they want to, they can just stop right here and you lift and you give them their selection. It's fine if they go past the face down cards. Just don't show them that the cards are face up. They stop wherever they want. They can stop here. They actually stopped at the 5 hearts. What you'll do is you'll go ahead from the back of the deck. You'll just release this, right? And lift up somewhere in the middle of the face down cards. It doesn't really matter where. Just lift up somewhere in the middle of the face down cards and place the selection down just like that. So basically, you're forcing any one of these face down cards in a way. They can select any one of them. Just don't let them see the face up cards and just make sure they select one of the face down cards. So for the tutorial, we'll go with the 8 of hearts for this trick. So you're going to take the 8 of hearts or whatever card they selected. And you will notice there's a natural break in the deck. That natural break is exactly where the face-up cards meet the face-down cards. What you're going to do is you're going to look for this natural break. Now, this is a side angle. Really, the deck would be like this to me. But I'm showing you guys a side angle, right? So it's clearly you see the break there. But here's what you're going to be doing. Clearly, your hand's going to be like this. But you're going to take the card, and you're not going to place it in the natural break. You're going to place it 5 to 10 cards directly below the natural break. So right about there is about 5, maybe 10, 15 cards below that natural break. You want to make sure the card gets below that natural break somewhere. So you don't want to put it like at the very bottom of the deck like that. That won't work out. You don't want to put it in the natural break. It needs to be at least 5, 10 cards below that natural break. Now clearly you're going to do it like this. You can go ahead and then push the card and just make sure the card is below that natural break and not like exactly in it. So from there, you're going to push the card in. Now, what you're going to do from here is you're going to use an excuse of magicians getting breaks. Now, and then, controlling the card. What you're going to do is you're actually going to get a break. And here's what you're looking for. You're going to go through the cards, face up. Now, clearly, what I do is I usually just look for this break where face-up cards meet face-up cards. Just like this. So I look through and I find it. And then once you find this break, you dribble down one face-down card. Just like that. And you're going to get a pinky break. So that's what you need to do. Now, the other option is you can just start from the bottom. Go. You're going to pass one face-down card. And that card will be... So the first face-down card you get to will be their selection. So you're going to keep going, right? Until you actually reach the first face-down card. So whatever you do, just reach this area where you have, their selection face down and then one extra card face down on top so it covers. And you're going to have that in a pinky break. Then you're going to go ahead, you're going to take the top portion of the deck, move it up, and you're going to do you're going to flip it over, and you're going to do a pharaoh shuffle. Now, at this point, guys, what you're in, your situation is these cards are all going to be face up. Just like that. So all these cards will be face up. And then in these cards will all be face up except this card right here. So this card and then their selection. So what you're going to do, guys, is clearly they think all of these cards are face down. And they're going to think all of these cards is face up. So actually all of these cards are face up. But these cards are mostly face up except, 2 cards. So you do need to know how to do a pharaoh shuffle. So what you're going to do is you're going to do the pharaoh shuffle. When you start the pharaoh shuffle, what you have to do is, it doesn't have to be perfect, but what you need to happen is you need this top card to be the face down card. So, or you need the top card to be the face down card. So, when you're doing the pharaoh, make sure you start it so that this card will always end up on top. So you can just start the pharaoh shuffle like maybe 5 cards in. So just make sure that happens. Then it doesn't have to be a perfect pharaoh, guys. All right, it just has to be, just looks good. So from here, you're gonna push the cards in. You have to be very careful because there are some places you can flash. Like for example, if you push that up too fast, there'll be 2 clubs right there. So just make sure you're very careful and just make sure this face down card ends up on top. You push the rest of the cards together and you place the deck down. Now, situation you are in right now, all the cards are face up, except the selection in this one random face up card. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to explain to the spectator, if I have the cards like this, clearly you think all of the cards are face down, right? And if you were a spectator and I flipped over this card, and you saw this card face up, you'd think the whole entire deck is face up. Well, in this situation, you're going to say, all the cards are mixed up completely. You don't really know because, we mix the cards face up and the face down. So really, all you have to do here, guys, is I usually give the deck a quick cut because their card will be, somewhat closer to the top of the deck. So, that's not too far. If you want to make it a little closer to the middle, you can. It doesn't really matter, but I like to give it a cut. You can spread out the cards, and then you can show that their card is the only face-down card in the deck. That is the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.